So, Love Island review episode, I don't even know what it is at this damn point, episode 6. Let's get into this. Arabella arrives, but this episode falls flat, guys. Flat. Hey guys, it's Rob Morali. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. Back again with another video. If you have not subscribed, click that button, guys. It is daily and consistent content. Subscribe to the channel. It's just one click. I would appreciate it. Comment down below, subscribe. I just uploaded a birthday post. Please go to my Instagram at Murad_Morali and show some support. I would really, guys, appreciate it. Now let's get into this. I feel like I have a very much bipolar on and off relationship with this show because there are some episodes that have been okay and some that have been absolutely flatlined and they come right after each other and it's very frustrating to see. Very frustrating to see, guys, because yesterday, Friday, was cute, but today it has completely flatlined. Before we even get into the episode, let's get into Kaz. I feel like Kaz is in major trouble for two reasons. First and foremost, it's come to people's knowledge that Josh in the villa, whilst Kaz was on season 7 in 2021, Josh was making a lot of misogynistic and racist tweets. Allegedly, his account's been deleted, so people don't know what he was saying about Kaz, but he was being very rude about her for no reason. Now, watch how that energy is nowhere to be seen in the villa, child, because the energy they have online is not the energy they have in person. Keep that same energy in person because you're very quick to have it on Twitter, apparently, from what a lot of people are saying. And so it's sad to see that Kaz is surrounded by somebody like that, who's in the villa, hasn't even looked Kaz's way, and I'm glad. I just feel like another reason also for why Kaz is in trouble is because this is an all-star format, so everybody that's coming into the villa has already come in. So people are saying, oh, bring someone in for Kaz, but who would come in for Kaz? Because the men that would come in for Kaz would not be into Kaz because we've seen the history of how they play and how they've been and who they're into and what their preferences are when they've been on the show. So I don't understand who would come in for Kaz when they wouldn't have gone for somebody that looks like Kaz in their time in the villa when they were there anyways. So this is why I feel like it's a setup. I feel like this is where the all-star format does not work. It only works for a day or two, perhaps for, you know, a little bit of drama like on Friday, but other than that, everything just falls flat, unfortunately. And this is why it's a setup. I'm not mad at her going in there to get her bag because everybody's going in there to get their bag. Let's keep it real. Nobody's going in there looking for love. Love is a bonus, a very unlikely bonus, but you're all going in there because you're posting every day. The social media bag doesn't exist anymore for you guys and you're just allowed to post. So therefore they're all going in there for the bag, and if it helps them, it helps them. It is what it is. But this is why the Love Island All-Star format won't work, and I just don't know who is going to come in for Kaz. I don't understand. From my sources, from what I know, from what I've been told, Mike Boateng from Love Island Season 6 was asked to be a starter lineup and he refused. He didn't want to go into it. So I don't think he's coming on All Stars. For those who are saying his name, he might be into Kazo, etc. He was already on Love Island Games. I'm told that he doesn't want to go on the show. So we're not going to see him anyways, for those who are saying. But it's a setup regardless for her. So I don't understand who is going to come in for her. And this could apply to also anybody who's had a very hard first week on Love Island All Stars where nobody's been into them, like also Hannah Elizabeth. Nobody's checked for her. Who's now going to come in and beeline for her that we know that is an All Star that is recognizable? I don't think anybody will be. So this is why the All-Star format goes nowhere in terms of progressive storylines. Nothing actually progresses into a storyline where we can see a love storyline develop because it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Now, Arabella has walked into the villa. I know everybody's calling it antibiotics again, or Arabati, or Arabatikis, etc., etc., etc. I'm not going to run on that train anymore. I feel like when we were cussing out her name, that was when we were all young. Like when I was like 22 doing Love Island Season 5, and you know, it was funny at the time. The joke to me is dead. I'm not going to run with it. We're all grown now. So it to me isn't that funny as to why everyone's calling it all the names again. Like I get it. Like, you know, it's a nostalgia joke, but I just feel like the joke's been ironed out a lot, and I'm not going to jump on that. I just feel like it's unnecessary and not needed. So I just think that I'm not mad at any season 5 Love Islander coming in. I'm not mad at that because that was the most iconic season of the show. Ratings wise, it definitely was. Everybody recognizes them. Arabella coming in, I was excited at first. I was like, oh my God, like what's she going to do? For those who are saying that, you know, she caused wreck and havoc on her season, clearly there's some revisionism that is going on here because she was not causing any havoc. She fell into a storyline between Danny and Yewande, and that was it, and therefore she played her part in that role, and she left anyways within 72 hours, 3-4 days. So let's not rewrite the Love Island history, please. Cast your minds back. She didn't do that much on her show. She just fell into a perfect role where it looked like she was in a lot. Her and the Toby storyline, I don't care. I'm not interested in it. I just feel like it's annoying. They just have flirty banter. They must have, you know, sex here and there. That's really it. I'm not really interested in it. So when it comes to this conversation, again, with Toby and Georgia and everybody else in general about who's open, who's not, who's my number one, all of it is BS. everybody's open. So this idea that everybody's coming in there for the love, like a lot of people are not going in there for love. So 1 minute you're open, 1 minute you're not allowed to be open. You are allowed to be open because it's the first week. But this argument is the same for each one of these couples, and it's predictable, and it's a dead end, and it's not going anywhere, nor is it enjoying or entertaining. It really isn't. I do have an up and down relationship with this show, but as episodes come on, new content is shown and we all change our minds. So the idea of you can't change your mind is a very old Love Island, false critique that a lot of the audience love to throw out publicly. It never makes any sense to me. It never really has. It doesn't make any sense to me. But Liberty also, struggling to find anybody, and she's upset with Mitch because Mitch called Demi his number one, and etc. He's playing messy games. I'm not entertaining messy Toby. I'm not entertaining messy Mitch. That was on their season because we don't know them, but to see them do that all over again, it's boring. I'm so sorry. Why should we entertain men who don't exhibit or show any forms of growth? Because if Faye came back on the show and was dragging everybody, we would be dragging her. But Toby can come back and Mitch can come back and be messy Mitch, or Toby can play with the girls and not know what's going on, or jump between girls, and it needs to be celebrated or applauded. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's boring. It's not entertaining. Exhibit and show some growth. You lot are grown men at this point, 25, 26, 27. Like, come on. You lot are touching 30s and acting like this. It doesn't make any sense. I just don't find it entertaining because we've seen you play this role before, and if you're trying to come in and play it again, which is what these people are playing, it's annoying. The messy Mitch even name sounds really overproduced to me. I don't know if you guys agree with me. Maybe you guys disagree. I just find it like, yeah, he can help iron out some drama. Happy days. I'm not complaining. The argument with Louis was hilarious. But again, today, playing the girls, it's just not funny. I also feel like Liberty fails a lot when it comes to men. She failed with Jake. She failed, no shade, no tea, on the red carpet, 24/7, that girl cannot dress. No shade, I really just despise it. This Love Island All-Stars, Liberty is looking fantastic. Like, I feel like she's got a stylist and she's doing what she needs to do. And I'm like, you look beautiful, must I say. But I feel like Liberty really fails with finding men because of classism. Follow me with this. I feel like because of her accent, it makes her come across uneducated. That's a stereotype. It makes her come across like a caravan girl, somebody, who isn't as, intelligent or etc. If she had the same accent as a London, Chelsea posh girl, then like Arabella, for example, then I feel like she would be a lot more successful with men. I think the accent puts off a lot of people because she is a gorgeous girl, but of course she's just not getting any luck anywhere and getting played like a fiddle by everybody. And I feel like her accent comes into play with this. I don't know if you guys agree or disagree, because the people are saying that Georgia still kind of has tuned the accent in a weird way. I don't know. Just a random thought in my head that I wanted to think about. I'm glad that she stood up for herself when it came to Mitch, because she didn't want to be Jake 2.0 played again. But at the same time, I wanted her to give me more when it comes to Mitch. Mitch has just told Demi that Demi's his number one. He's told you that after kissing you and lying to you. Drag him. Give me an Anna Hurricane. Do you understand? Give me a Faye Hurricane. Give me an Olivia Atwood versus Montana moment. Give me that. Don't just say, is that what you said? And then run to the room and put your hands up. And like, don't do that. Stand up for yourself. And the reason why I'm saying that is not because I'm saying Liberty's the same as the other girls. Everyone's personality is different. I've seen Liberty stand up for herself, rightly so, on Love Island Games. She's very well capable of doing so. So that was very, to me, underwhelming. And they used that in the trailer, like she was really going to drag Mitch and cause some moment. Nothing took place. The Molly and Callum storyline, I am tired, guys. Even Molly's tired to the point where she's crying because she's going back over and over again. She's exhausted. And I feel like these two going back and forth, it is tiring. Molly now looking upset because Callum is flirting with Georgia. Like, it's tiring. I didn't think that I would get tired from the storyline so quickly, but I have. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Watching on ITVX was much better. I could fast forward some moments. There's no ad breaks, thank the damn Lord. And I just really didn't enjoy this episode. I know that there are some episodes I want to love, but the most of them I'm not. The ratings are also out, guys. Brace yourselves. The ratings are so low, it's matching season 1, and if not, even lower than season 1. That is how bad the ratings are for this All-Stars. Nobody is watching this Love Island All-Stars. Nobody is watching it. My Love Island reviews for Love Island Season 10, Love Island Season 8, 7 were much higher, and the last Love Island Season 10 were much higher than even my review numbers for this, because people are not tuning into All-Stars. Nobody's watching this. Like, nobody's intrigued. And that is supported by the fact that the ratings are out. And they're not, like, people are not watching the show. The lowest matching season 1. This is an all-star cast. You've got favorites from different seasons that the audience have already built a connection with. And the ratings that are coming out for this, for the first week, for the first 4 to 5 days, even the most dramatic night on Friday, the most dramatic night on Friday of all that drama had lower ratings than season 1. Do you realize how insane that is? Love Island has fully gone full circle. It's fully gone full circle. It's it had a peak with season 4 and 5. It had a mini repeat with season 8, and it just began to slowly fall down. I feel like season 10 would have been absolutely phenomenal with ratings if season 9 ever took place. The Love Island winter slot, I don't know why they're doing this. It doesn't make any sense. It's just greed. ITV need to produce this once a year and once a year only. Nobody is checking for this all-star format because I keep getting reminded, I get excited, then I get reminded that, wait a minute, the all-star structure is a dead end. It doesn't work. They all know each other, of course, as we already know, but when it comes to who knows who, and etc., not only is the history, but the storylines are you open? Are you closed? Oh, you're an X, I can't see you. It's sad. And then new islanders come in. No one's going to come in for Kaz or anybody else that might struggle. So it's like, how can they even progress with their storylines? It doesn't make any sense. The whole thing has flatlined, guys. For those of you who are not watching Love Island All-Stars and are watching my reviews, you are very clever. Do not waste your time in watching an hour with ad breaks when you can just watch this for 10 minutes a max and call it a day. Make of this what you will. Do subscribe to the channel. Click that button, guys. It is daily and consistent content. I would really appreciate it. Head over to my Instagram at Murad_Morali, my latest Instagram birthday post. Please go and show some support. Comment below as well on that. I would respond to all of you guys. Subscribe to the channel. Click that button. Free my Palestine with my absolute chest. And I'll catch you guys soon for another video.